Arkansas Early Learning is a nonprofit organization.
KLEK LP Jonesboro, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council. It's now time for Community Conversations, a program focusing on the people working to make the Jonesboro community a better place, while offering viewpoints from all sides of the issues. The views expressed in this program are those of the participants and do not necessarily reflect the views of KLEK 102.5 FM, the voice of Arkansas Minority Advocacy Council, or our underwriters or sponsors.
Good morning, everyone, and happy Tuesday to you. This is Quabila, and you're tuned in to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. I'm supposed to have a guest, Miss Brandi Hodges. I don't know what happened. However, we're going to keep it rolling, and I just want to give you a few announcements of things that are happening right here in the city of Jonesboro. Of course, I have to start with the KLEK event, which is the Juneteenth in Jonesboro celebration happening not this Saturday, June 15th, next Saturday, starting at 10 a.m. at Parker Park Community Center. We're going to do another show separate from this to tell you more, to give you more information about what's happening. But we hope that the community can come out as a whole and support our efforts to raise cultural awareness within the city of Jonesboro. We have a few speakers lined up because we have to always give you the educational component of anything that we do. And so I hope that you all can come out and participate. And we will have lots of other fun activities. There'll be a dance. I want to say dance off. It's going to be monitored by one of our volunteers. And, for the old school, new school, come out and let's see who still knows some of these line dances and who can actually still do the line dances. So come on out. That's going to be a lot of fun. We will have activities for the kids and the adults. For the kids, of course, we have a bounce house and some other things. I'm hoping to get the giant chessboard back and some other games. If anyone out there has any jump ropes or would like to host that activity, please let me know. I would love to see who still can double dutch. Do kids even double dutch anymore? Okay, so for the adults, we will have a health screening thanks to the LEAP group at St. Bernard's. And then some of the fun activities, I want to have some card game tables set up for the adults. We're going to keep it clean and keep it fun. But at the same time, want everyone to enjoy, their experience. Again, with the speakers, I do have something, hopefully special planned, presentation by the mayor, and again, some with the educational pieces, just expressing more about what Juneteenth means. The theme for this year is fulfilling the dreams of our ancestors, and I reached out to many community members about submitting a voice recording so that we can play it on air throughout the day, not just today, throughout the month of June. So if you are interested in submitting your recording of what Juneteenth means to you in alignment with the theme of fulfilling the dreams of our ancestors, please reach out to us at KLEK. We'll be happy to get that edited and put on the air. We want the whole community to get engaged and involved in this conversation. Start engaging your children in the conversation about what Juneteenth means. So I wanted to share that with you. I know that people have heard about the Team Jonesboro. They actually have an event. Well, I say an event. It's the first reading before the City Council. That takes place tonight at 5:30 p.m. So if you are interested in going out, hearing what is being said, we at KLEK do not take any particular stance on this. We just give you the information so that you can make a decision for yourself. I just wanted to let you know that it's happening. So if no matter how you feel about the matter of what's been discussed so far, this is your opportunity to go out and hear what's being said, what's being read, and to share your opinions one way or the other. So again, we do not support, endorse. We cannot tell you what to do. We're just giving you the information. So again, the first reading before City Council is tonight. Then this is Team Jonesboro. So if you would like to be a part, go out and see what they're talking about and make your decision from there. This is happening at the Municipal Center at 300 South Church Street. So from 5:30 to 6:30 tonight in the City Council chamber. So go out and support. Go out and hear what's being said. All right. Jonesboro Wear Orange Community Garden Party. This is happening Saturday, June 8th. As many of you may know, June is Gun Violence Awareness Month. And so different organizations are hosting events to raise awareness. So this is your opportunity to go out and support this cause. Wear orange or wear something that recognizes someone you have known that's been a victim of gun violence. This is happening at the Community Gardens at 315 North Alice, ALIS Street in Jonesboro, Arkansas. This it says, join us for our Wear Orange Community Garden Party in partnership with Fisher Street Community in Action and Neighborhood Stars. This is a kid-friendly event. This is a free event, and you can RSVP or just show up. And again, this is in recognition of gun violence awareness. All right. If anyone else out there has any events they would like to share, please give us a call at 870-277-1080 or drop us a message on our Facebook live feed. I want to tell you about another event that's coming up on Saturday, June 22nd. It's called Pearls and Poised Petals 2019 Debutante Scholarship Ball. This is hosted by Kappa Nu Omega, the Alpha Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated. This will take place again June 22nd at 6 p.m. at the ASU Centennial Ballroom. So if you would love to go out to that, you can find more information on their Facebook page, KNO, which is Kappa Nu Omega, or you can email them at KNOMEGA1908@gmail.com. And there is a price for the tickets. You can cash up PayPal. They have that information available on their events page. So please go and check that out if you're interested in going. All right. So if there are any other announcements, again, please hit us up at KLEK 102.5 FM. You can drop us a message on our Facebook live feed, or you can call us at 870-277-1080. There's so many different events happening around town. There's so many nonprofit organizations hosting events, and some maybe fundraisers. Consider going out to support each and every one of these events. The people that work for these organizations do what they do because they love the community and they love who they serve. So please go out and support them and help them continue to be able to provide the services they provide for you. All right, we have another event happening. This has joined the West End Neighborhood Association for a charity fundraiser concert featuring the Ultimate Oldie Show. Music from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. Friday, June 14th, 2019 at 7 p.m. at the Forum at 115 East Monroe. This is a totally new show. There is a price for the tickets. There's a reserve seats and there's a general admission price. Tickets are available at foajonesboro.org, or you can give them a call at their box office from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. Tuesday through Friday. Again, this is hosted by the West End Neighborhood Association. It's a charity fundraiser concert featuring the Ultimate Oldies Show. Music from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s. All right. So before Brandi gets here, I want to go ahead and just go through a few of the summer activities that are happening. The activities are broken down by age group. There are things for the whole family. There are school age kids, which is complete. They have completed kindergarten to 3rd grade. The tweens completed 4th through the 6th grade. The teens completed 7th through the 12th grade, and the adults. And so every age group has a different activity, different days of the week. And so you can also find this information on librariesinjonesboro.org. You click on events. You can narrow down by location and age group. And I just really advise everyone to please go out and support these different events that are happening at the library. They are fun and they're educational at the same time. And I'm sure the teachers would greatly appreciate having the kids involved in activities that keeps their brains and hands working, so when they get back to school, they're ready for the next set of lessons they have to get into. But happening today, which is their summer concert, it is Gary Gazaway and Lisa Ahaya. I hope I pronounced that right. Starts at 6:30 p.m. There will be custard provided by Andy's Frozen Custard, and Nuke's Eatery will provide drinks. So all this is free, so please go out and enjoy a concert on the lawn at the library. And then they have several off-site events that are happening throughout the month. Starting June 12th, they have Museum of Discovery, Adventures in Space and Science program. All of the theme for this summer has a lot to do with the galaxy, space, and the universe. So I think the kids will really enjoy these various activities. Also want to mention for the teens, many that are going into the 11th and 12th grade need to start getting prepared for the ACT. They will host a mock ACT class event, however you want to call it, starting at 9 a.m. on June 15 and July 20. This helps to prepare the kids for the ACT. And the mock ACT, it actually goes through the actual process, the timing, and all of that. So the kids have an idea of what to expect, and maybe it would give them an idea of what they need to study for most, even though they won't actually receive any type of grade or know what their score may be. It just gets them prepared. Sorry. All right. Again, if you have any announcements, anything you would like to share, please give us a call, 870-277-1080, or drop us a message on our Facebook Live. If you want to say good morning to Miss Shelley Russell Anderson and Miss Chelsea Chapman, who's working hard for the American Red Cross. They can always use volunteers. They're always doing different events to hopefully get people to donate and to become volunteers of the American Red Cross. There are many areas that you can work in, whether it's in office or off-site. So please contact Chelsea Chapman or anyone else you know at the American Red Cross. All right, so we would love to hear from you, the community. We just want to say thank you to everyone that listens and support this show and KLK as a whole. We could not do what we do without you. You all are amazing, and we hope that you continue your support to KLK 102.5 FM. We are a non-commercial, non-profit radio station, so we depend heavily on the support of the community, and we hope that you are pleased with the work that the service we provide to you. So again, want to just recap, we are having our Juneteenth in Jonesboro celebration on June 15th, starting at 10 a.m. With this, I didn't mention we have the sweet potato pie contest. There is a post, an article on the KLK website discussing the role that sweet potatoes play in the diet of the Africans and African Americans. And so that's why I chose sweet potato pie contest. Everyone has a recipe they think is, blue ribbon. So we hope to get some really great entries. We do have several people that have signed up, and I can't wait to taste them. I am not a judge, but I will be tasting every pie. All right. You're so welcome, Chelsea. And so, I do want to mention that the MLK proposal goes before the City Council Public Works tonight at 5 o'clock. So I don't know if you've seen the write-up on KAIT webpage or in the Jonesboro Sun. So this is the proposal is being brought to the Public Works Committee to rename Johnson Avenue MLK Avenue. And so again, that goes before the Public Works Committee today at 5:30 in the council chambers. If you would like to be a part of that discussion, even if you don't have anything to say, just go and show up, hear what's being said, and then develop your opinion from that point on. Whether you're for or against it, you just still need to know. You need to be aware of what's happening, what's being said, because you live in the city, you have a right to know. And then right after that, at 5:30, is City Council, and then that's when the Team Jonesboro will be doing the first reading of the proposal brought by Team Jonesboro. And again, no matter how you feel one way or the other, you still need to be present to see what's being said so you can develop your own opinion. Again, here at KLK, we do not take one stance one way or the other. We just provide the information to you. All right, so going back to Juneteenth, we also have a barbecue contest. So if anyone out there thinks they're the master on the grill, now even though the original deadline has passed, you can still enter. The fee will be a little higher. You can see Brother Cobbs or Gansey Kill for more information on that. We want to see who out there has some skills on the grill. We want to, taste what you got. So please consider joining the contest. And again, it's not too late to join the sweet potato pie contest. We already have several entries, but we don't want anyone to feel left out. We're hoping to have just a fun day filled with education and entertainment. So please come out and support this activity. We will have some food provided by different people in our community. But we can also use donations of water and or juice drinks. So please consider donating to us. Just drop it off at the station. Let us know what you're able to bring. We thank everyone so far for all their donations. All those who have registered for tables, the commercial vendors, and the community organizations. I will have a full list of those later in the week. And also I want to thank everyone who purchased a t-shirt for the Juneteenth celebration. Even if you don't wear it that day, thank you for purchasing a t-shirt. You can always keep it as a keepsake and then wear it later. All right, also want to the session manager Legansey says, if you want to attend the meeting, I strongly recommend you show up at 3:30 p.m. to get a seat. Between this and the Team Jonesboro proposal, the meeting will be packed. Yes, if it's anything like it was the last time when the Team Jonesboro did their presentation, even the overflow was packed. So even though things don't start until like 5 o'clock, you might want to get there quite a bit early to make sure you get a seat, or you will be outside just trying to watch somebody else's live feed. So again, if you would like to speak, prepare your statement beforehand, and then have your facts ready. Again, no matter how you feel about either of the issues, please have your statements prepared in advance, because the time is limited, and depending on how many people are speaking, yes, you never know if you might get a chance. However, still have something prepared because time is limited. We hope that the community of Jonesboro start attending more of the city council meetings and more of the other meetings. All the other committee meetings are open to the public. You can go to jonesboro.org and look at their website and type in whatever you're looking for, and you can pull up the date and time of each meeting, who's on the committee. You can look up your city council members who all works for the city. We need to become more engaged in our city and what's happening. So I would strongly advise everyone to please take some time, get to know who works for your city, who represents you, and get to know what committee they're on, and go out and join those conversations so that you can start having the conversations with your family and friends. Right, so we're going to get ready to come up on a break, and so maybe Brandi will show up for the second half. If not, this will be the end. Okay, I want to run through this one more announcement. Again, this is the West End Neighborhood Association for a charity fundraiser concert featuring the Ultimate Oldies Show, music from the 50s, 60s, 70s, and 80s, Friday, June 15th, 2009, at 7 p.m. at the Forum, 115 East Monroe Avenue. All right. There is a price for the tickets. There's a general admission price and reserve seat price, and you can get the tickets at foajonesboro.org, or you can call their box office Tuesday through Friday from 10 a.m. to 6 p.m. And don't forget about the Jonesboro Wear Orange Community Garden Party this Saturday, June 8th, starting at 10 a.m. at 315 North Alice. That's ALLIS Street. This is in recognition of gun violence awareness. There'll be different speakers and organizations out there. I want to give a shout out to Moms Demand Action, who is, I don't want to say co-sponsoring, partnering with Fisher Street in Action, Fisher Street Community in Action, and Neighborhood Stars. So please go out, show your support, learn some information. There will be various speakers and presentations done, and wear your orange in support of gun violence awareness and those that you know who have become victims of gun violence. All right, we're going to take a break, and if we don't come back, thank everyone for tuning in, supporting, and so we'll be right back.
Do you want to be the happiest family on the block? I'm Mark Merrill with today's Family Minute. Let's face it, no family can be happy all the time, but having a vision of your family as truly happy most of the time is something worth thinking about. So here are 3 ways to be the happiest family on the block. First, spend time together. This means reserving time and energy for your kids in the evenings or on weekends. Second, celebrate together. Great family traditions to help you celebrate birthdays, anniversaries, and accomplishments. Finally,
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
Kindness and selflessness. So be the happiest family on the block. And remember, your family first.
Want to stay in touch with Mark? You can. Join him on Facebook. Facebook.com/Mark Merrill.
Family Minute is made possible by the Kappa Nu Omega chapter of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated, a non-profit organization committed to service to all mankind. Kappa Nu Omega Alpha Kappa Alpha on Facebook and KNOMEGA1908.com.
Family Minute is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a non-profit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
KLEK 102.5 FM will host our second annual Juneteenth celebration Saturday, June 15th, starting at 10 a.m. Parker Park Community Center, 1506 North Church Street in Jonesboro. This year's theme is Fulfilling the Dreams of Our Ancestors. There will be speakers providing educational information, our sweet potato pie contest, barbecue cook-off to see who's the best on the grill, head wrap competition, and line dance-off. Prizes will be awarded for each competition. There also will be bounce houses and games for the whole family to enjoy. Special Juneteenth t-shirts are also available for sale. We would love for the community as a whole to be a part of this celebration. If you would like to be a part of our Juneteenth celebration or enter any of our Juneteenth contests, visit our website, klekfm.org, or call us at 870-277-1080.
The Office of Diversity and Community Engagement at Arkansas State University, under the leadership of Dr. Maurice Gibson, is a proud supporter of KLEK and is dedicated to finding innovative ways to advance their mission of creating a diverse and inclusive environment, conducive to educating, enhancing, and enriching lives, uplifting various and diverse groups on the A-State campus, and striving to maintain Arkansas State University a place that is inclusive to all individuals, regardless of origin, color, religion, socioeconomic status, or sexual orientation. More information about the Arkansas State University Office of Diversity and Community Engagement is available at www.astate.edu/diversity and 870-972-3081.
The Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated was established on June 28, 1997 by 13 dynamic women who accepted the challenge of chartering the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter. Today, the chapter continues to impact the Jonesboro community by sponsoring programs such as the Sonia D. Williams Scholarship Breakfast, Community Back to School Bash, Delta Academy, Voter Registration Drive, and Autism Awareness. Our focus correlates with the national theme, Joy in Our Sisterhood, power in our voice, and service in our hearts. Our chapter supports Delta's 5-point programmatic thrust: economic development, educational development, international awareness and involvement, physical and mental health, and political awareness and involvement. More information about the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated is available at www.jonesboroalumnidst.org or via email jonesboroalumni@live.com.
KLEK 102.5 FM wants to be active in the community. If you or your organization is hosting a community service event, we would like to know about it and be a part of it. KLEK will promote your event on air, online, and on social media. KLEK personalities may also attend the event and provide music and or entertainment. Certain restrictions and availability may apply. If you or your organization would like to partner with KLEK to make the Jonesboro community a better place, call 870-277-1080 or email us at klek@klekfm.org. In order for a community announcement or church announcement to be aired on KLEK 102.5 FM, we ask that the announcement be sent at minimum 1 week in advance. Thank you for supporting KLEK 102.5 FM.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, and I am joined by Brandi.
I'm so sorry, everyone.
She did get to make it in. She's a busy bee with the library, and she's all over the place, so I thank you for being able to make it today. So we're going to go ahead and go through in more detail some of the summer programs. I just gave them a basic overview of the age groups and just kind of the theme, but explain the theme a little bit more.
So we are a universe of stories this year, which we love our themes. I love a theme. You give me a theme and a party hat and I'm going to make the magic happen. But we love our themes. This year it's a universe of stories, and so many of the activities we're doing have to do with space, the universe, aliens, all sorts of anything that we can every year interact with that theme. Even our performers who are coming for our off-site performances, many of them are using that theme. So we could talk about them really quick. So we have the Museum of Discovery. So it's Adventures in Space Science. So I talked to them, and they're going to bring some meteorites. They're going to bring some fossils that can be found around Arkansas, and they're going to talk about space. And the different galaxies and the solar system, and we have a lot of things where they've painted planets. They've used those little paper things that have metal rings inside that are like a ball you can hang to decorate with, and our children's library has made planets out of them. It's wonderful. But we're going to have activated story theater. They're going to talk about they have two fables that they're going to tell, one about the moon, and then another one also having to do with our space and universe themes. So they're wonderful. They do a great job they act out fables. So they're not just telling you a story, they're using their bodies to represent it. And then Mom and Pop are going to do a universe of songs. So they're going to do, as they said to me via email, a show that's out of this world. Okay. And then Magic Mr. Nick is going to blast off with books. So he's going to have he always does a great job of interacting with the theme. He's going to have some tricks in his show, tricks up his sleeve, his magic sleeve, if you will, that have to do with space. We're going to have the Natural History Educational Company of the Mid-South coming, and they're going to talk about animal voyagers. And so you take a voyage into space, but they're going to have animals that fly, animals that soar across the earth. I know he's planning on bringing the new Eurasian eagle owl, L, to the show. Super Science is, he's wonderful. He does live demonstrations using different chemical reactions, and it's really cool, and he'll have a little bit of a theme. And then the Kinders come every year, and their theme is always just keeping kids safe. Okay. And so it doesn't necessarily have anything to do, but those are really fun programs. They start next Wednesday, a week from tomorrow. Okay. They will be at Parker Park Community Center of the morning at 10 a.m. and then the mall at Turtle Creek will host it at 2 o'clock. And they're going to be located across the hallway from where the Children's Place clothing store is located, just off of where the center, where jewelry stores and things are located in the mall. And all of these performances, everything we do is free. So these are really good for kids up to 12 years old and their parents. The little kids get a lot out of it. So if you have kiddos that are 2, 3, 4, 5, a lot of the programs that are held in offsite really will appeal to them. Even like the kinders, we have them in concert. I find myself singing their songs sometimes, just when I see situations that go along with their songs. But as you mentioned, when I first got here, we do have our summer concert series. It kicks off tonight, which is why I was not in the right headspace this morning to come here first thing. At 6:30, we're going to have Gary Gazaway, and we're going to have a jazz music. Lisa Ahia is not going to be able to make it. Okay. She's not in the country right now. So we will have Mr. Gazaway. We're going to have a saxophonist. We're going to have a piano player. Our director, David, plays the bass, and he's going to be playing. So he's going to wear many hats today. But that concert is going to be great. They're going to play a lot of the American Songbook, which is the classic jazz music that's familiar to many of us who've heard jazz in the past. Tony Spinner is the following week on the 11th. We've got Trip on the 18th, and then the Fullness of Joy Singers are going to bring down the house to finish us up on the 25th. So a lot of fun things. Andy's Frozen Custard and Nuke's Eatery are our sponsors for those concerts, and they bring free product, which it's a little cooler today, so it's awesome. Yeah. But on some of these summer days when we have these concerts and you're like, oh man, I don't know if I want to go out and sit in the heat, hey, we're going to cool you off. We're going to have about 400 bottles of cold water. We're going to have Andy's there giving away free cups of frozen custard, and Nuke's Eatery will be giving away the cold iced tea. So come on out and see us.
Yes, please. All right. So what I love about the summer concerts is that you offer all types of genres for everybody to enjoy. And then even if it's something someone's not really familiar with, they may find themselves enjoying it as well.
I never had been one to really listen to jazz before until I started working at the library, and now I find it very soothing and enjoyable. It's something that if you haven't been around it, and that's what's great about the concerts for kids, because they can find that appreciation earlier in life. And it's a way to celebrate our local artists. So we were talking a little bit about how we use our theme. And so we have our story times, which our story times, they worked very hard to choose books over the past several months that have to do with any aspect of space or the universe or astronauts or aliens or anything they can find. So those start up next week. We have family story time on Mondays, Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays. You can get the full schedule by going to our website, libraryinjonesboro.org/SRC. That's also the page in which you will go to sign up for Summer Reading Club. We had our summer kickoff party this past Saturday, and we had probably around 1,000 people there. We gave away 800 hot dogs. Wow. And we stamped people's hands to make sure that each person only got one hot dog, just because we wanted to make sure we had enough for everyone. And we ran out and not everyone got to get one, and we're so sorry about that. We'll have more next year. But we signed up around 600 people for Summer Reading Club on Saturday alone. And you can still register. All you have to do is go online to our website, libraryinjonesboro.org. On our homepage, there's a little slideshow across the front. You can click on the summer brochure, or you can go to libraryinjonesboro.org/SRC for Summer Reading Club, and that will take you to a landing page where you can register for Summer Reading Club. If you got one of our summer brochures in the mail, which you should have if you live in Bono Bay, Brooklyn, Cache, or Jonesboro, we mailed out 43,700 of them. So if you didn't get one, sometimes stuff gets lost. We understand that. Or if you'd like a second one, we have some at the library. You can stop and pick one up, or you can go to the library website and you can click on the slideshow and you can pull up the full brochure just online. Okay. So you have it in your pocket. But we do have our story times. We have the reading club, you can read about that. What's really exciting about next week is we have the Arkansas Sky Dome Planetarium coming. And we're going to have multiple times that you can go to see the planetarium. We're going to have kids-only sessions at noon and 3:45. And what that means is only kids will be allowed to go into the planetarium at that time. Okay. So parents, when you bring your kiddos, we'll just ask you to wait outside, go check out a book, but this is just for the littles. Okay. Up to 12 years old to go into at those times. We're going to have all ages programs, so you can if you want to wait and come in with your kiddos, you can come at 1:15, 2, or 5. We're also going to have a family program at 6:30. We have special sessions for teens only, which again means the same thing. If you bring your teen, only the teens, those who have finished the 7th through 12th grade, because we like to have special things for our specific age groups. That will be at 3 o'clock, and then the adults only session is at 11 a.m. So that is an inflatable planetarium where you can look at the planets. They're going to have images of what space looks like right now for us to look at, and it's a way to learn about what's going on all around us. We're just a little planet surrounded by all the space, and so they're going to tell us how to recognize the constellations. I don't know how to recognize them, so that's something I'm looking forward to learning. We're going to have that going on Monday the 10th, so this coming Monday. That will be going on all day long. We have some other events in July that we can talk about next month. That we've got going on for school age kids. These sound so much fun, and I'm so sad that I'm not still 12. We're going to have extraterrestrial Tuesdays and far out Thursdays. These are going to be held starting next week at 1 o'clock in the round room. Okay. And so we're going to start out our first week. We're going to have Holland Ladelia of Eastern Liberty come out, and she's going to teach the kids yoga, but kind of like she's going to talk about the moon and the phases of the moon. And because that's a lot of yoga deals with the phases of the moon, teaches the phases of the moon. And so we're going to have a kids yoga class. And what's cuter than tiny humans doing yoga? It's adorable. And then we're going to have another program on Thursday. And our Thursday programs are a lot to do with hands-on. Okay. And so on Thursday and Far Out Thursday, kids are going to use Oreos to study the phases of the moon. They're going to take a bite out. Oh, wow. For the different phases of the moon. Because, that's hands-on learning right there. Okay. And then we're going to have an actor come in and show kids how to act like an alien, how to act like an astronaut. We're going to build UFOs out of fruit. And we're going to build spaceships out of cardboard one week. Don't you wish you were 12 now?
So many fun things to do.
A little bit. So we have those events. We also are going to make for the tweens. So you and I both, I'm sure, remember being that age where you're like, I'm not a kid, but you're not quite a teenager. So those are our tweens, and those are the kiddos who have finished 4th through 6th grades. Okay. So if you have a child or a grandchild or a kiddo in your life that has finished the 4th grade or the 5th grade or the 6th grade, these are some... They get to be more grown up doing these. So they're going to be able to make galaxy slime, which a lot of kiddos are really into making slime. I never made slime. I've never made it. But they get so excited when they tell me their recipes sometimes. But we're going to make galaxy slime, which you can look up pictures on Google of what it looks like, and it's pretty gorgeous. Different colors and glitter in it. They're also going to have Mr. Roboto, where they're going to make a Mars rover out of cardboard. Wow. So I love our programs because not only are they fun and they encourage exploration, and maybe you'll say, well, what is the Mars rover? I need to go check a book out on that. But we're educating children. So when they make galaxy slime, it may not sound like something educational, but you're encouraging them to experiment. Yes. And when we learn about making a Mars rover, they learn what the Mars rover is. And we'll have some books on site where they can, because we are a library, we'll have some books where they can check out a book about the Mars rover. We're going to have henna tattoos for them coming up at the end of the month. They're going to do a Mission Impossible event where they can explore the recesses of the library. I don't like to be there at night because there are so many tall bookshelves that, whew. But we're going to do Honey, I Shrunk My Art, where they can make some shrinky-dink using some plastic that you draw on it, and you put it in the oven, and it shrinks up really
That's
small.
okay.
And then we're going to have ice cream for ice cream to close out the series, the summer series. Teens have a lot of really fun programs to do as well. We're going to have a glow fabric art event. So breaking it down for teens. I know it's hard for us to be relatable a lot of times for teens. They're at that age where they either really don't like to read and they don't want to come to the library, they don't like to read, they read because they have to in school, or maybe they think, I'm too old for that, they don't have anything for me. So we start the summer every year with a big dance. It's something we've been doing for several years now. We're going to have a galactic glow rave for the kids. The teens, I'm sorry, they're not kids anymore, they're teens. Those who have finished the 7th through 12th grades are those who can attend teen programs. Miss Jessica is our teen services librarian, and she does a wonderful job. But they're going to use some different kinds of paint pens that glow in the dark. One of the paint pens they're going to use glows when you get black light hitting it. So yes, go ahead.
No, they're going to design a shirt first,
they are.
And then go to the glow rave.
Exactly. So we understand that not everyone has what you need to attend a special themed event. And so every year, we did a zombie prom a couple years ago, and so we provided a class before the prom event to teach them how to do zombie makeup. So we try to do something every year to include and provide. So all we ask is the teens provide an article of clothing. You know, it could be a pair of shorts, it could be a t-shirt, it could be a hat. You know, whatever it is. Miss Jessica said the most likely item to bring would be a t-shirt.
Okay.
But if you have a t-shirt, you know, it could be an old t-shirt. But if you have a t-shirt around the house that, you know, you want to decorate all up, galactic glow, I believe it can be any color because we're going to use paint on it.
Okay.
And then it can glow in the dark.
All right.
We're going to have that event is on the 5th. So that is
tomorrow.
This week. Yes, that is tomorrow. Our galactic fabric art. And then this Friday, we're going to have the galactic glow rave from 7 until 10 at the library. So teens, come out and see us tomorrow and let us help you get your shirts or your pants or whatever decorated. And then come Friday. If you can't make it tomorrow, you're still welcome to attend the event on Friday. You don't have to come. And if you don't have time, if you're busy, maybe you're babysitting, or maybe you have a summer job, or you just can't get to the library, you can still come to the event.
Okay.
And then we have our brush and pen events that's held every first and third Thursday. We've talked about that before. That's a great event for aspiring writers and artists, or anyone who just likes to dabble or doodle. You know, maybe you like to write poetry, or maybe you just like to write. I just like to write.
Okay.
And sometimes I need that little bit more encouragement. We're going to have our planetarium, as we spoke about earlier, next week on Monday. And then we're going to have our Galaxy Slime event for teens on Wednesday at 3. Our teen events generally are at 3 and 4:30. So as you look through our calendar, you know, it's 3 and 4:30 is generally when those are going to be. Okay. Next week also, we're going to have a Galaxy Jewelry event where they get to make their own piece of jewelry that has a little bit of a galaxy theme. Okay. We're going to do the mock ACT. So I'm just kind of going down the list and not just picking and choosing the events that are space themed, but it's important to let kiddos know that, you know, maybe you're in 9th grade, maybe you're in 10th grade, maybe you're not even thinking about college, but this is a free prep course. Mm-hmm. So anytime you have a grandchild or a nephew or a niece or a child in your family, I wish I could have had the opportunity to take a pretend test. It's a real test, but you don't, have to pay for it, or it count towards your real points to get into college. Because this score, you guys, and most of everyone knows, this is what helps get you scholarships and get into college. And so I really encourage everyone to have their kids take this test before they take the test. Take the test before you have to take the real deal. So that's coming up on the 15th and the 20th, the 15th of June and the 20th of July at 9 a.m. So for more information on any of our events, you can always call us at 935-5133. in our children's library. You can speak to anyone over there. Miss Jessica in our teen library, and anyone over in adult services can answer any questions about their programming. We're going to have book club and gaming for our teens, which is held on the third Saturday of every month, all throughout the year.
Okay.
And those are still, if you have I always like to tell parents this: if you have a teen who doesn't like to read, get them involved in book club.
Okay.
Because they read the book, and what I love sometimes is you'll have someone, even in my book club, who just hates the book that we've read, but they still love that they read it.
Okay.
And want to come and talk about it. And you get visceral reactions from some people sometimes. Even me, last book club, I did not like this book, but I read it. So book club is a great way to get those teens who maybe don't enjoy reading, get them to read, and then they can talk about why they don't like to read or why they didn't like that book. We're going to have gaming also after book club. We're going to have out of this world terrariums where they get to make a miniature plant terrarium. Coming up in June on the 19th, on the 21st, we're going to have constellation ornaments, henna and hair talk, which is very popular with teens. We did it this past weekend in July. We have lots of July events coming up, including bleach t-shirt art where they bring a dark colored t-shirt, and then we have designs where they spray it with bleach, and then it'll turn a color where they sprayed it with bleach. We've all probably done that accidentally. We're going to have Starry Night sidewalk art where they can create their own version of the Starry Night painting by Van Gogh on our sidewalks.
Wow.
We're going to make t-shirt pillows. And then, this is the most important part, everyone, the top 25 teenagers. So the teenagers who have attended the most events, been the most involved in summer, will get invited to the invite-only teen lock-in in August.
Okay.
So, it's very prestigious, I guess. It's a fun event. It goes from 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. It's an all-night event at the library. But it's for the top 25. So if you have a teen, get them involved.
All right. And with that, we're going to take a quick break, and when we come back, we'll wrap up our discussion on the summer programs at the library. So stay tuned. We'll be right back after these announcements.
You're listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM. We'll be right back.
We're back with Money Matters. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. No matter how you feel about the stock market, never forget that you can't gain long-term financial security without including investing as part of your financial plan. Remembering these basics can give you confidence and minimize your anxiety as a new investor. First, invest only in what you understand. Venturing into unfamiliar investment areas or exotic, complicated vehicles can be a prescription for failure. Start simply by creating cash reserves for tomorrow's needs and then move on to mutual funds, including index funds. In time, you may add even more complex and risky investments, but these should never be more than 5% of your total portfolio. But educate yourself enough to be comfortable with enough risk to get consistent returns on your investments in the long run. I'm Alfred Edmond Jr. for Money Matters at AURN.com.
Money Matters is made possible by the Jonesboro Alumni Chapter of Delta Sigma Theta Sorority Incorporated, a nonprofit organization focused on joy in our sisterhood, power in our voice, and service in our hearts. www.jonesboroalumnidst.org.
Money Matters is brought to you by the Gears Foundation, a nonprofit organization providing students with assistance in their academic and career pursuits. Gears Foundation on Facebook, Gears_Inc. on Instagram, and the Gears Foundation at gmail.com.
Money Matters is brought to you by Bancorp South, offering checking, savings, loans, credit cards, and wealth management. 5 locations in Jonesboro to serve you. www.bancorpsouth.com or 870-972-9800.
KLEK thanks CJ Pepper and the staff of Life Strategies Counseling Incorporated for helping people through hard times in life such as depression, family issues, stress, abuse, and more. They offer counseling and therapy for all ages, individuals, families, and groups. They are located at 1217 Stone Street. Phone number 1-866-972-1268 or online at lscihelp.com. Meineke of Jonesboro is now Stark's Auto Service, a full-service auto repair and vehicle maintenance center offering engine and transmission repair, brake service, tires, oil changes, and more, performed by ASE certified mechanics. Stark's Auto Service, 2813 South Caraway Road in Jonesboro, 870-204-7112. Stark's Auto Service, Jonesboro.com.
Attention all Razorback fans, the Voice of Diversity, in collaboration with the Yvonne Richardson Charity Foundation, presents a Toast and Roast of Nolan Richardson, hosted by yours truly, Steve Sullivan. Special guest Tubby Smith as we honor Coach Richardson. The Toast and Roast of the one and only Nolan Richardson will be held June 28th at the Fayetteville Town Center. The legendary event starts at 6:30.
Come on, all you Razorback fans, let's stand up and call those home!
More information is available via Terrell Byers 501-960-1517. The Voice of Diversity is a nonprofit organization.
The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated was established on January 1st, 1977, originally serving Blytheville, Arkansas, and now serving Jonesboro, Blytheville, Osceola, Marion, and West Memphis, Arkansas. Today, the chapter continues to make an impact by focusing on Alpha's national community outreach initiatives such as My Brother's Keeper, A Voteless People is a Hopeless People, Go to High School, Go to College, Project Alpha, Boy Scouts, and the March of Dimes. The Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is committed to Alpha's mission of developing leaders, promoting brotherhood and academic excellence, while providing service and advocacy to the community. More information about the Mu Omicron Lambda chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha Fraternity Incorporated is available at MOL Alphas on Facebook or via email at molalphas@gmail.com.
Did you know that KLEK 102.5 FM is a nonprofit organization? Did you know that you can donate to KLEK 102.5 FM and your donation is tax deductible? Donations to nonprofit organizations such as KLEK can reduce the amount of taxes you may owe the IRS or increase the amount of any potential tax refund. Support your KLEK today. You can donate by calling 870-277-1080, visiting our studio at 1411 Franklin Street in Jonesboro, or on our website www.klekfm.org. We at KLEK 102.5 FM are blessed and grateful for your support.
And now back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM.
Welcome back to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM with my special guest, Ms. Brandi Hodges from the Cricket County Jonesboro Public Library. We've been discussing summer programs, so we're going to wrap up our discussion. What other age groups, I guess I should say, you would like to add on?
Last but not least, our adults. You know, so many people, when they hear summer at the library, they just think kids programs. I'll say, oh, do you want a copy of our summer brochure? Oh, I don't have kids. You don't have to have kids to come to the library this summer, or any summer, or any time. So many of our events we offer year-round are just for our grown-ups. So we're going to do weekly bingo. It starts tomorrow. So every Wednesday you can come to the library at 10 a.m. We have lots of fabulous prizes, and you can play bingo with us. We're going to do a survival food tasting tomorrow from noon until 1. And so we're going to have astronaut ice cream. We're going to have some of the MREs, which is I can't remember what that stands for, but it's yes, with the folks in the military or people who go on long hikes, like Mount Everest, and it's survival foods is what it is. And so we're going to do survival food tasting, because I mean, I've wondered what those taste like before. So we're going to have several different of those. So stop by tomorrow at noon and see us. We're going to do, y'all, I am so ready for these. I am taking these classes. I work at the library, but I am a citizen too. I was a library user before I was an employee. We're going to do one pot cooking classes. Miss Amber is leading leading these, and what she's going to do is start to finish demonstration, and then everyone will get to sample at the close of the event. She does say that Thursdays is very, very hot. So if you don't like really hot, spicy food, it might not be the one for you, but you don't have to taste it. You can just come and watch and learn.
Okay.
We're going to do Thai red curry for the first class. And what's great about these is not only is she showing you how to make something, she said she's going to tell you where you can find these spices and ingredients for all of the dishes she's going to make locally. You know, tell you where different places you can go buy them. She's going to do it all in one pot, which I can destroy my kitchen making supper. I don't know about everyone else, but I can. I have that skill. So she's going to show us how to make it all in one pot, so you're not really decimating your kitchen. So we're going to do Thai red curry. Then next week we're going to do Chinese fried rice. And then the last week of the month we're going to do beef stroganoff. So those are held on Thursdays at 5:30. So the 6th, the 13th, and the 27th. As we mentioned previously, the Arkansas Sky Dome is coming next Monday, and the adults have their own time where they can be an adults only class. We're going to do Shrinky Dink art for adults on the 12th at 5:30. We're going to have a galaxy painting class, so you can paint your own galaxy. That's going to be on the 19th. Go ahead, if you're interested in that class, call the library and see if you can get your name on a sign-up sheet. Call the library at 935-5133 and just talk to someone in adult services. We're going to have henna tattoos on June 26th. I'm getting old. I had to pull the phone closer to my face. Maker Monday is going to be on July 8th and 15th. We're going to do cardboard, like the glasses things that you can look through and put different things in to see visual reality glasses. And then we're also going to make do-it-yourself stamps. There's lots of things you can use vegetables and fruit to make stamps. There's just lots of things that you can do. Lots of things going on in July. Go to libraryinjonesboro.org to check it all out.
All right. Well, we can't thank you enough, Ms. Brandi. And everyone, please check your mail. Don't throw it away. You should have received this beautiful blue brochure with it's a Summer Guide 2019, a universe of stories. And so, even though I don't have any kids, I'm still holding on to mine because there may be some events that I would love to go to.
We have the concerts, we have the adult events. You know, we have lots of things for everyone, regardless of if you have kiddos living at your house or not.
All right.
I just have Bunny, so I mean, I still come to things.
All right. So in our last minute and a half, tell us about the block party that happened on the 1st.
We had so much fun. This was our second annual summer kickoff party. We had big thank you to First Community Bank for coming out and cooking our hot dogs. They sponsored our event. We also had East Arkansas broadcasters with the Stadium Auto Body Polar Roller out there handing out ice cream. It was just such a fun event. We had, as I said previously, I don't have specific numbers because usually at every event there's someone walking around counting people. We were all so busy that nobody had time for that. So we know we saw at least 800 people because we had 800 hot dogs and we went through all the hot dogs and we stamped people's hands this year because we only had enough for one per person. But we're thinking we had around 1,000 people this weekend, which was amazing. I do want to thank our sponsors. This year we have the Children's Clinic, Jonesboro Montessori Academy, St. Bernard's Medical Group, Friends of the Library, the Mall at Turtle Creek, Nuke's Eatery, and Andy's Frozen Custard, who all helped us out tremendously with our summer programming. And we always are looking for sponsors, so if you or someone you know would be interested in sponsoring the library, everything we do is free. And we can't do everything and more of everything if we don't have a little bit of assistance. So we are just greatly appreciative of everyone who's helped us out this year.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and thank you to everyone out there in the community that supports the library in Jonesboro. Don't forget to check out the other locations. Make some fun memories this summer and go visit the other locations. You can find that information again, libraryinjonesboro.org.
We have magic shows today. Check them out.
All right. Have a great day, everybody.
Thank you for listening to Community Conversations on KLEK 102.5 FM, a program focusing on the people working to make the